Welcome to today's lesson on mean, median, and mode. Today I'm going to teach you some strategies for finding the mean, median, and mode when looking at a certain set of numbers. Let's go ahead and get started. We are going to begin today with mean, median, and mode using the data set below. The following numbers represent the paychecks for employees at an ice cream shop. Now we're going to start by finding the mean. The mean is also known as the average. The average is going to tell us the average or mean amount of the paychecks for all of the employees in the ice cream shop. So what we're going to do to find the mean is add all of these numbers up together. And when we add all of these numbers together, we get 1,800. Your next step when you're trying to find the mean is dividing the sum of all of the numbers together by the total amount of numbers you have in your data set. So we have 8 different paychecks listed, which means we're going to divide 1,800 by 8. And when we divide 1,800 by 8, we get a total of 225. That means that the average or mean paycheck for employees at this ice cream shop is $225. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to find the median. Now, the median is the middle number in a set of data. Now, in order to find the median, we need to arrange our numbers in order from least to greatest. So let's go ahead and start with our smallest number, which is 100. We have 3 100s, so I'm going to list 100 3 times. It's important that you still list out every number, even if they repeat. Then we have 125. We have 150 twice. So I have it once, I have it twice. I have 175 once. And then, I have 900. That number's a lot different than the other numbers. All right, our next step is to cross out the numbers starting with our smallest number and then our largest number. This is going to help us find the number in the middle. So I'm going to cross off our smallest number, then our largest number, smallest number, largest number, smallest number, largest number. Now, if you have an odd amount of numbers in your set of data, you'll be left with one number in the middle. But we have an even number. We have 8 different numbers in our set of data. So that means I have 2 numbers left in the middle because I've crossed off 3 on the left and 3 on the right. So in order to find the true median for the set of data, I need to find the mean of these 2 numbers. So I have to add together 125 plus 150, which gives me 275, and then divide it by 2 since I added 2 numbers together. When I divide 275 by 2, I get 137 and 5/10. Now remember, we're working with money, so this would be $137.50. Now I want you to notice something. Our mean and our median are very different from each other. Why could that be? Let's go ahead and let's take a look at a chart plotting all of this data to talk about it. As you can see, I've marked out $100, $125, $150, $175, and $900. And each X represents one paycheck. Now, we're saying that the average paycheck is $225. But we only have one person that's above $225. All other 7 employees get less than that. The median is $137.50. That seems to be right in the middle of all of our data and gives a much truer idea of what each paycheck is. So sometimes when you're working with a set of data and you're looking at the mean or the average, it can give you a prediction of what to look for in future numbers. But in some cases, if you have a number that's way off the charts, different from the rest of the numbers, it can skew your mean. That's when a median comes in handy and can give you a better idea of what a trend or a theme is in your group. So if you're planning on getting a job at the ice cream shop, don't bank on getting $225 for your paycheck, because probably the manager's paycheck is in this set of data, which skews the rest of the numbers. Let's go ahead and look at the mode. The mode is the number that you see the most in your set of data. Now, it's not the largest number that's worth the most, it's the number you see the most or is the most frequent. So in this set of data, we have the number 100 3 times. That's more than any other number. That means that our mode is 100. Now, it's possible to have more than one mode. Let's say we had 3 paychecks that were $150. That means we would have two different modes. And sometimes you might not have a mode at all. Let's say you just have one of each number. Then you wouldn't have a mode in that set of data. Let's practice a word problem together. Pedro recorded the temperature on the playground 7 times in the month of May. He recorded the following temperatures, as we can see here below. What is the mean, median, and mode for this set of data? Well, let's go ahead and let's start with the mean. Remember, the mean is the average, so we need to add these numbers together and then divide them by the amount of numbers we have in our group. So when we add these numbers together, we get 497. And we need to divide 497 by the amount of numbers we have in our group. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to be dividing by 7. When we divide 497 by 7, we get 71. So that means that the mean is going to be 71 degrees. Let's go ahead and try to find the median. Remember, the median is the middle number. But we can't start crossing out yet because these numbers aren't in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to reorder them. I'm going to start with 65 and then 67. After 67, I have 68. And then 71 twice. So I have 71 once, 71 twice. Then we have 74 and 81. So I've now listed all of the numbers, and now I need to cross them out starting with the least and then the greatest until I find a middle number. Now since I only have 7 numbers in this set of data, I will end on a middle number. So I'm going to cross out from least, greatest, least, greatest, least, greatest. And I have 3 numbers crossed out on my left and 3 numbers crossed out on my right, so that means that I've found my middle number. That means my median is 71 degrees. Well, let's go ahead and finish up finding the mode. Remember, the mode is the number we see the most. And when we look at this set of data, we see every number once except for the number 71. The number 71 we see twice, so our mode is also going to be 71. That's interesting. For this set of data, our mean, median, and mode are all the number 71. Let's review what you've learned in today's lesson. The mean is the average number in a set of data. In order to find the mean, you need to add up all of the numbers in your set of data and then divide it by the amount of numbers that you added. So, when we add up all of these numbers together, we get a sum of 72. We then divide 72 by the 8 numbers we added together, and that gives us a mean of 9. So for this set of data, our mean is 9. The median is going to be your middle number in your set of data. In order to find the median, you need to line up your numbers in order from least to greatest. Then you can go through and cross off your smallest number and then your largest number until you reach your middle set of numbers. If you have an odd set of numbers, then you'll have one number left in the middle. If you have an even set of numbers left over, you have to find the mean of your remaining 2 numbers. When we add 8 plus 9, then divide by 2, that gives us a median of 8.5. And lastly, we have our mode. Our mode is the number that you see the most frequently. Now, in this case, we don't have any number that's listed more than once. That means in this set of data, there is no mode.